mind is okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mind. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun. Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
Hello there. Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite those who are not really friendly friends. Tell them Maiyegun is live.
Maiyegun diary Politico. Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun diary.
Oyedu àìkọ́, omeriwo ní ndízu, olùyọ̀yà, abákàrè, mama dàwọ́rá, kúlákùrí mẹ́rin Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Kúlákùrí mẹ́rin Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Kúlákùrí mẹ́rin Nnamdi bụ onye du àìmọ̀, o meriwo n'izu ndị iro ya. Abakare, mama ndawụra, unu abụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unu abụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unu abụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unu abụghị imeri Nnamdi win the war. war. Bystanders one, bystanders two, bystanders three. Nnamdi win the war. Bystanders one, bystanders two, bystanders three. Nnamdi.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
Thank you very much for joining me. I hope the audio is perfect. If my audio is perfect on your screen, just say aye. And I believe that we should be fine. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. You must have been reading the news about the ongoing killings in Enugu. We will not jump into that straight away. Let me give you a bit of a background of how we got to this level and what is really going on and how Nigeria became so broken beyond what everyone now fears as irreparable. A precipice, a country at the cliff, about to fall. How did we get here? How did cows become the our point of conversation as a people, even though many of us were never, right, raised with cows. It all started 6 years ago when APC, Egbekegbe, Al-Qaeda People's Congress, took over the reins of government in Nigeria, and they then turned it into a Fulanization agenda that they denied. Nothing like Fulanization agenda. There's nothing like that. Oh, there is nothing like Islamization agenda, and so many other agendas they brought. But behind those denial lies the murderous soldiers, murderous terrorists that they were bringing to bear to the national level. That today, when you meet anybody in Yoruba land who has witnessed the carnage, the destruction, the killing of innocent people by these murderous invading AK-47 wielding criminals, Fulanis from West Africa and other African countries, according to those who are protecting them in government. If you go to Enugu, if you go to Ebonyi, if you meet anybody in Imo, go to Abia, go to Anambra, even take a tour to Bayelsa. If you have a time, branch there in Cross River. Stop by in Akwa Ibom. You can stop by as well in Rivers, which is Port Harcourt. The story is the same. Just the same, invading aliens, undocumented aliens, committing crimes, and they have the immunity from arrest, from prosecution, and that is where it ends. Therefore, people who had the choice of defending themselves when government failed, then there comes a problem where the politician says, no, you have no right to defend yourself. On the book, or let me say, in a textbook form, yeah, you may think you have the right to defend yourself, but practically you don't. That has now pushed people to the point where they say, you know what? We are not going to live with this. We're not going to live with this and die with this. If we have no choice of being defended, protected by the people we submitted our sovereignty to, from this invading alien, and we are being given conditions to choose between our lands or our lives, then we're not going to continue with this if we have no choice of defending ourselves. And that's how we got here. Now, when people said, no, we're going to stop open grazing, at least let's stop that first. If you want to open a ranch, wherever you are, do it legally. Approach whoever have the land to sell. Do it legally. Stop encroaching on people's farms, invading people's communities, and staging an overnight attack on innocent people, communities where nobody is being held responsible for all these attacks. The insecurity in Nigeria is real. The Fulani attacks, the Fulani herdsmen attacks all over Nigeria is real. Sometimes their media will call them bandits. Sometimes their media will call it communal clashes. Sometimes their media labeled all those killings, all those premeditated killings, they label them as border crisis. They are not border crisis. There is nothing like farmers' others clashes. There's absolutely nothing like, community clashes. When documented evidence showed that these were staged attacks, coordinated, and throughout all the attacks, the security forces in all those places where the attacks took place, they never responded. But the moment the communities grouped together and they decided to go after their killers and their attackers, the security of Nigeria will show up and they will begin to arrest every young person in that community, and they will be accused of the instigator of the violence. That is the practice. Apart from the organized and arranged background agreement of the Nigerian government to disarm the people by asking them to submit whatever weapon they have. And the same government refused to issue out any other gun licenses to anybody anymore. Have you noticed that? All of this coupled together is why IPOB will continue to grow. That is why more people are going to become converts. They are going to become members of Yoruba Nation. Because the injustice is there. They are telling you to ignore them. Some are telling you to pray against the injustice, right? Why the injustice continue, the unfairness, and guess what? It is even worse. The attacks on the people are not limited to the Fulani attackers. No, these invading aliens, they are not limited to them. The government agents in Nigeria are doing exactly what the terrorists are doing. Ask me how. The moment you ever speak up from any part of southern Nigeria, any part, right? If you ever speak up against what is going on in your own community, where you have evidence, right? You will become a target, an easy target of the state government, of the federal government and the state government agents in several ways. You become a target and you can be eliminated. And when they kill you, they already have a crime to accuse you of. And when they come to every community looking for anyone they believe that is against these invading aliens, they don't come for those they are looking for. They come like terrorists too. Go to Olu, go to Obigbo, go to so many of these communities in Biafra land and see what carnage carried out by the agent of government of Nigeria. They are supposed to be those who should bring law and order, but guess what? They are agent of, they are arsonists, they are agent of destruction, where that will leave blood, trails of blood on their path. Terrorists. And when you put the mode of operation of Nigeria military, Nigeria police, and the rest of all those criminal organizations that have illegal right to kill Nigerians anywhere, anytime, right? And then you look at those they call the bandits, the terrorists, they call bandits. They call these, give different names, right? When you look at their operation, especially in the southern Nigeria, where, especially in the middle belt and southern Nigeria, where they have carried out terrible attacks, you realize that they stage all their attacks in the middle of the night. They don't fight during the day. Only the Nigeria military attacks community burn down properties, burn down houses, kill innocent people, shoot vulnerable people, old aged people, young people, kill them just to show that they call it show of force. No one is going to be held responsible for it. That is why we call them a terrorist organization. You know what they did in Enugu 2 days ago? Let me tell you the story. They went to a community called Umbuji community in Eha Amufu, Isiuzo local government area of Enugu State, destroying farmlands. They eventually killed 8 people, including a pregnant woman that they sliced her tummy open, and they brought out the fetus, the baby, and they stabbed the baby, and then dropped that fetus on the pregnant woman as one of the grievous attacks what they leave behind as terrorists, right? People were coming back from wedding in that community, ran into the ambush of that attack, right? They are among those killed. Okay, there's some villagers there told that armed herdsmen invaded the community on Sunday afternoon, August 1st, through the border they have with Benue community, and attacked several farm settlers and others caught in the farm. A villager called Chinaka Akan, who witnessed the incident, said one of the casualties was a pregnant woman who was killed by the armed herdsmen. Her stomach opened and the fetus removed, while some wedding guests were also killed. Now, one of the victims has been identified as Ogbuabo Joseph Udoka, a 2017 graduate of Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, former Federal University of Agriculture, Umudike. Right? Now, they said this is the 3rd time the armed herdsmen are invading the Umbuji community this year. Aside from indiscriminate kidnappings, which we have lost count of, most of the time, they invade the community, kidnap, and kill the victims, many of them. The last attack before this Sunday's attack led to the death of 6 people. 5 of them have not been buried. And now they came again this time and killed 8 persons. Some people said the rising attacks in the recent time could be linked to the eviction notice given to the herdsmen and other conditions of operation that are perhaps unacceptable to herdsmen. For instance, some of the people who were kidnapped and released recently by the armed herdsmen stated that the herdsmen insisted that they would continue their criminal actions until IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu drop his agitation for Biafra. Do you get the message now? IPOB came and warned everybody. They said, listen, you may not like our approach. You may say our words are too strong for you to take in. But we are warning you. What you are witnessing right now in northern Nigeria is going to be our lot, our own everyday cup of tea in southern Nigeria if we don't stop them now. Many of you, you left the message. You attacked the messenger. Then those who understood the message, the government of Nigeria, they were scared to their pants that if all of you should get the message, indeed, there will be more other things that you will discover. Because once you get the message, you will be united. And the strength in your unity alone, that message of your unity can stop them. Not to talk of your action in reacting to them if they fail to stop or halt the plan. But you joined them. So they decided to go after them. They killed and killed and killed and killed them. Many of you laughed. Many of you are not laughing anymore. Today, many of us who laughed then are today now championing that Yorubas must leave. Many of us who laughed then are today now seeing better that how you wished you agreed with them back then and joined forces to hurt them, at least implant fear in them. The only people they feared, and you can see from all their action, the only people they feared are the Biafrans. When anything happened to them, even when they steal money and they are caught, they blame the discovery on the Biafrans. When they fail to protect their people, when they have no reason, no excuse to give their people why they failed to protect them from their terrorists that they created, they blame the Biafrans. So they dread them. And they were like, they were worried that if the rest of the country should take their message to heart and expose the fraud that you call the government and country, then that's it. We didn't believe them. Many of you didn't believe them. You left the message and you attacked the messenger. Many of you are still doing it. But guess what? All they told us that would happen are now happening, even worse. They said, if you are not going to act, then we will protect those who are in Biafra land. Do you know those? And they started the ESN. ESN, a volunteer security organization meant to stop this type of attacks in Nnamdi, the kidnappings here, the killings there, the burning of properties here and there, the destruction of farmland here and there, the destruction of Biafra economy, which corruption has already destroyed to some extent. That was what the ESN wanted to do. They were not in rivalry. They were not in competition. They were not even, despite the position of IPOB on Biafra and Nigeria, ESN was not established to even go after anybody. Then, who were those who were first against ESN? The political class in Eastern Nigeria. They thought it was an opportunity for them to renew their denial of their own identity as Biafrans with their Fulani for a warlord by coming out and establishing what they called Ebube donkey, Ebube lizard, or Ebube wall gecko, Ebube agu, and then gave the Fulani government of Buhari the go-ahead to continue the murderous carnage, using their military to kill every young man, every young woman, every young man, every young woman in Biafra land. And they have killed more than 1,000 of them. More than 2,000 of them have been kidnapped. Imagine you being kidnapped from Biafra land by the security forces in Nigeria, and you are taken to Suleja in Niger State. That is going on the ground until Amnesty International came out today to say they have a record of 115 people, 115 human beings killed by the Nigerian military, Nigeria police this year alone, from January to June 2021. Think about that. They were looking for the ESN that was established to be in the forest and stop all this kind of attack in the communities. They became a point of propaganda to further the Fulani murderous campaign, which started 6 years ago, escalated in the last 2 years, and they have staged this plan to start a civil war in eastern Nigeria, and this was also enabled by the eastern politicians, the governors, the saboteurs, as they call them. So what did they do? They started a bubeagu that will never protect the people of the eastern Nigeria. Just like us in Yoruba land, we started the Amotekun that will never protect us from all these invaders and attackers, because we are not allowed to protect ourselves. Their job is not to stop them. Their job is just ceremonial, just same way Nigeria police will not protect us. Nigeria military will not protect us. Their job is to be ceremoniously available there, pretend to be there, while the carnage continues. Think about that. A pregnant woman that probably should still be alive is dead because the southern politicians still thinks this is politics. Some of them who enjoy the immunity and the protection of the Fulani police in Nigeria, let's see how long they are going to enjoy that when they no longer have that coverage. The community is abandoned. The defense system destroyed or weakened by these weak southern politicians, southern leaders, as they call themselves. The consequences of that is huge, is bigger. And the suppression of views of people who are insisting that except something changes, right? The journey, the end to this journey is a total destruction. Now, look at it. They are killing people for the Fulani terrorists. The Fulani terrorists are giving conditions that the only reason why they will stop killing the people in Biafra land is when Nnamdi Kanu stopped the agitation for Biafra. Do you now get the message? And I keep telling people, listen, if you pay attention very well, the situation where Nigeria is in right now is so bad that none of us should go on any social media platform thumping our chest. They cannot try that in Yoruba land. They cannot try that nonsense in Biafra land. Some of you do say that to me. Maiyegun, tell your people to do something like that of ESN and the rest of that. Look at what is going on. We tried to. You did. It didn't protect our people. You know why? Because those who made that possible, those who brought in those who deflated the big balloon of unity that should bond us together enough, those who have done that, they have done a good job. How? They didn't do it from Abuja. They did it within. And despite all the effort of ESN, think about our brothers and sisters who have become the victims of state-sponsored genocide simply because the Igbo governors won't protect their own. You wish, as you are watching this video, ESN members, these brave, brilliant, gallant young men and women, they have become endangered. Not because the Fulani herdsmen, the Fulani terrorist armed herdsmen have better superior power, or they have better intelligence, or they know the topography, or they know the area better than you. No. As they are pushing to stop them, the locals, the politicians, they are giving the government of Nigeria the go-ahead to attack them from behind. Now they are fighting two wars, exactly like us in Yoruba land. We may not have declared our army openly, but you will not deny the efforts that led to the total, abdication of somebody we later, we got to know as a Fulani, Seriki Fulani in Egongon. If not because of our own gallant men and women as well, where you will probably never know about this dreaded, kidnapper that was also apprehended and currently in Agodi prison. We don't know if he's still there anyway. But do you know that we also paid some prices too? Those who arrested the kidnapper, They spent over 4 months in jail for daring to go and arrest the Fulani kidnapper. Some of you said they should have killed him. They should have finished and wasted them. Okay, maybe they should have, maybe they shouldn't have. But the fact that they even went there, Nigeria arrested them, put them in jail in the same Yoruba land. That's where they locked them up. Oloye Sunday Igboho, that put everything on the line. His family, his life, his business, his private life, everything was fine for him. He's never, ever been in the police book to have committed any crime. Never been or convicted of any crime. He rose up as well. Mobilized his own army. And they went after those who came after our people. You know the rest of the story. But do you know why they are able to do all of this to us? Because those who were supposed to really protect us, those who walk about to claim to be our leaders, those who are enjoying the perk of office of being called leaders, those who will never, ever speak for me and you, especially when it comes to us, genuinely, like right now. If not for them, nobody will invade Igboho's house. Nobody will invade Nnamdi Kanu's house. Nobody will arrest Nnamdi Kanu. No single Biafran will be shot on the street of Biafra. No Fulani herdsmen will ever enter any Biafra land or anywhere in Yoruba land. No one will bring a negotiation to the table if those who walk about genuinely are speaking for us. It would have been their battle. Ours would just be to support them, give them all the backings, mobilize the stronger home base for them, and say, yes, they are speaking for us. We don't want to be part of this nonsense anymore. But they chose not to. They gave us up. Because we are not just a threat to the Fulani oligarch. Igboho, Yoruba nation, and every one of us standing up against this madness. We are not just after, they know that we are not just against the Fulani incursion and these aliens. They know that our move is also against their own political hegemony, their own political corruption, their own political estates. Something that we seize if all we are demanding for, if everything is granted, something that will displace them from this high table of Mr. Leader. You get what I mean now? It is a revolution that will change everything, and it is different from the restructuring, the fraudulent one they've been propagating, profiting from for years. They know it. That's why they won't agree. And the more reason why they won't agree is that they are not the ones driving it. They don't know the end results. They know there is no place for them in Biafra. There's no place for this type of leadership in Yoruba nation. So if you ask the Yoruba nation, Fulani must go. Yorubas must control our resources. What you are saying is this: everything that make Yoruba part of Nigeria right now will cease from the day all Yorubas agree enough, and including those who are parading themselves as your leaders now. And that then makes it a double war. As all of us want to believe that this, no. Many of us knows that this war is even worse, it's even stronger, meaner with those who are supposed to speak for us, but fail to speak for us. But they are speaking for Nigeria, asking you and me to be patient, to be praying, and to endure that in Nigeria they have in their head will soon come to be if you and I can be patient. Do you get that now? So if you ask for Yoruba nation, you are telling Tifnumbu and gang, you are telling all these gangs of rogues that agrees with Nigeria in southern Nigeria that their days are numbered. Now, do you understand why many of them will never agree? Because in that Yoruba nation, with the way Nigeria is structured, they know that they will have no place to be what they are doing now. And one of my friends said, Maiyegun, we should begin to let the people know that if we can focus more on those who claim to be representing us, who continue to tell us that they are doing something when they are doing nothing other than to sabotage every effort to rebuff these attacks, these killings. Right? So every effort of theirs is to ensure that we will never stop what have you. So in all their effort, if you and I should, peradventure, perchance, know that they are more dangerous to our existence than Buhari and his a useless dream of conquering everywhere. Buhari and gang and their dream of conquering everywhere in Nigeria that Nigeria belongs to is a mirage. Is a dream that they can dream on. Now that Nigeria is favoring, the structure of Nigeria is favoring them, so they can dream and imagine things. But the moment you and I understand that those who claim to be Yoruba governors, Igbo governors, Ijaw governors, Yoruba, if you have any Yoruba governors, and every southern governor out there, the moment you realize that what they stand and believe in is more dangerous to me and you, our existence, our survival, our future, our children's survival, their future. If you understand, the moment you understand that they are more dangerous to us than whatever dream Boko Haram has, we are halfway there. Many of us have this obsession now. Fulani this, Fulani that, Fulani this, Fulani that. I am not one of those who are obsessed with that. Rather, logically, I know that a Fulani terrorist would never harm me if those who are supposed to protect me in Yoruba land do their job. Somebody said, how then can we make them do their job? You don't make them do their job by appealing to them. You make them understand that they are about to be consumed by the consequences of them not doing their job. Now, when we focus on them to see that if a Yoruba governor that witnessed the killings of his own people and he knows the truth, this attack was carried out by the immunity, the aliens that enjoys immunity in Nigeria, who have the audacity to carry AK-47 into my state and then kill the people in my state, whatever the circumstances. A governor that has that detail, that facts, should not be politically correct about it. Should be man enough to say, this attack was carried out by this and that, and this is what we're going to do about it. And I'm not going to wait for anybody to give me a permission to give AK-47 guns to the people that can go after these criminals. You don't have to be politically correct about it. And when you look at them, they are all being politically correct about it. They don't want to offend somebody because of their own political future, not because of you and I future. And when you understand that they are more dangerous than that AK-47 wielding animal, then my job is half done. That means we can focus more on them. Every day they come to you, they tell you how powerless they are, how incapacitated they are, how dejected and unhappy they are that their people are killed. Then they turn around to call on Boko Haram to help them. Same thing. Do that again and again, and every day the same story, and it gets worse and worse, and it gets bad and bad, and it gets to the point, a terrible situation that we are counting human lives being lost needlessly. But when you say, oh, we are going to fight this, then they will come out again and say, no, don't say that. How can you be saying that we are going? No, nobody believe in that thing. Don't break up Nigeria. Another nonsense that they say to be politically correct. Breaking up of Nigeria is not the solution. We should all try and work together. How? How? If working together is the solution, oh dear, these criminals are together. Now me and you, they fight Fulani this, Igbo that, Yoruba this, Biafra this, I hate Yoruba, Yorubas are this, I don't like Fulanis, they are that, the Hausas are this, oh, the Muslims are that, the Christians are this, oh, this, all this manner of inconsequential differences. Only me and you, the words that are representing you and me, claiming to be representing you and me, they don't have any religion. They don't have any tribe. They don't have any culture. They are a bunch of criminals who understand that Nigeria is a criminal entity and they read the rule book very well. They understand it very well that to mingle well, you just have to claim to be a one Nigerian. They don't have religion. But when they talk to me and you, they talk about the relevance, the importance of, Christianity, the supremacy of Islam, and then the supremacy of one tribe to the other. They don't have religion. So if working together is the solution to Nigeria problem, these guys should be working together to keep me and you safe. But they are not. They are only working together to keep me and you in the cage pending the time of our own execution. If we are not killed by hunger, then you may likely get killed by the frustration of Buharinomics. If you manage to weather that somehow, then you may not be able to escape the state-sponsored terrorism, starting from the police, that they deliberately shoot to kill, and they call it a stray bullet. How can a bullet stray from the gun? Maybe if you are lucky not to fall into that, you may not be so lucky to meet their brothers, the killer, murderous brothers from Sahel. All this threat, all this insecurity, all this existential, dreadful threat to our existence, they are there. That is the result of them working together, which means working together is not a solution here. You don't work together to maintain injustice. You don't work together to maintain unfair treatment. You don't work together to entrench and, solidify impunity. That is not working together in the interest of everyone, because the consequence of that is that people are dying daily and they shouldn't be dying. And somebody will come and say, Nnamdi Kanu is trying to cause the problem. Sunday Igboho is trying to cause the problem. And you, we get brain. Suppose get brain. You agree with them. No be juju be that, as Asari will say. No be juju be that. You agree with people who protect terrorists right before our very eyes. Terrorists murdering people. I mean, what if it's you? What if it's me? Just think about it for a minute. That the 8 people killed in Enugu needlessly, if one of them was Maiyegun, what will you be writing? What would be my epitaph of what do you call it? What will you be writing? On my grave, on my social media handle, you will be writing about how the world lost a great talent, how the world lost a great guy, how the world lost a great voice. Now, if you reason that very well, think about the over 4,000 people who have been killed by terrorists across Nigeria from April to July only. Over 4,000 human beings. Think about how many voices lost, how many great men and women lost. Think about that. That is how Nigeria is hemorrhaging. That's how Nigeria is hemorrhaging. We have now come to that point where when you face your fear, face your demon, the people who build society laced with terror, the people who persecute the just, those who set up innocent people to be murdered just to keep together a country that kills our own people. How can a country kill our own people? How can a government kill its own people and they still have legitimacy? That's how unfortunate it has become. That's how sad the situation has been. Then people say, let us have a conversation around it. This can't just be right. It doesn't make any sense. Innocent people are caught up in the crossfire of state-sponsored terrorism, collusion that gives protection to terrorists. You read about the attacks every now and then, and the same story is said again and again. We are going to apprehend the culprit. We're going to prevent that happening again. As you're watching this video, people are being massacred in so many parts of Nigeria until tomorrow. Then you will begin to see them in the news. Every day, needless killings. And they said, no, Nigeria should not break up. Hello. There is war. Don't call it invincible. Bodies are piling. Economy is being destroyed. People are being displaced. Lives are being destroyed. What other symptoms of war do you really need to see before you realize that this is not working? And if they say no talking, then what are they calling for? Anarchy. And the anarchy is so close by, bottling the whole thing up, we not keep it away. And that's what we are asking. The saboteurs in the southern Nigeria, the pretenders in southern Nigeria, the living in denial in southern Nigeria, those pretentious cretins from southern Nigeria, how long and how many people need to die before we all realize that the hypocrisy needs to stop now? Now. And when I say now, I mean make it bold enough. September is so long. Many of us are waiting for September. Yes, we are. Because they said from September, there will be a banner on open grazing in the entire southern Nigeria. Yeah. But what are we putting in place to actually make that happen? Something physical, something legit, something that can renew hope and confidence that these guys are not saboteurs. Come on, think about it. I haven't seen any. I'm just looking forward to September. And like every other day, it's going to come and gone. And you and I will still going to be talking about this. We are going to be talking about this. I was reading some quotes. I'm not a motivational speaker, but I went online earlier just to go and read some quotes about knowing. Then I came across one, which is from Leonardo da Vinci. Let me quote him word for word. Said, I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. Willing, talking. This Maiyegun, he talk too much. This Maiyegun, all he does is talk. Because you see, knowing is good. It is through knowing that will begin to act. So far, so good. More and more people are beginning to act because they now know better. We thank everybody's pressure here and there to ensure that the southern political class play less political correctness and do the real job of indeed helping the people. That worked, but we have to do more. How? Open grazing that was banned in southern Nigeria, and the Maiyegun said it is going to be against the southern Nigeria from producing the president or whatever in 2023. That if they should go ahead in September and ban open grazing today, more than 10 Emirates in Katsina, where Buhari comes from, they have banned open grazing. Even though their son, Buhari from Niger Republic, their son is promoting Ruga, livestock. Now, the Katsina state where Buhari come from said they don't want anybody to move cow anywhere anymore. This madness must stop. And as we speak right now as well, from the same Katsina state, they said out of 34 local government areas, 10 of the local government areas are now under the control of the terrorists in Katsina state. Open Ruga, banned in Katsina. Bandits controlling 10 local governments. That is where Buhari come from. These are enough for the southern, especially the Yoruba governors, to go beyond the Amotekun that is now separating fight between husband and wife, or divorcee, or girlfriend or boyfriend, or Yahoo boy. Their job is to be in the forest. That is what Amotekun commander, Amotekun Commandant General, Governor Seyi Makinde, that's what he told us. He said Amotekun is to go into the forest and send out those who are encroaching on the farms, those who are attacking farms there and all of that. Their job was that, but they didn't tell them that they are going to go after them with Kondo or Lokpa. How can you go after terrorists with Kondo or Lokpa? Now they've killed Amotekun officials in Oyo State. So we want them to do more. That even from Buhari State, they are now asking that all the Fulani terrorists should leave. Seyi Makinde should not build any Ruga for them. Don't call it any name. Yorubas are smarter, and you know it. Don't build any Ruga for them. Don't build any ranch or whatever, and then build Ruga and call it ranch for them. No Yoruba governor should build any. Yorubas are smarter than that. If you try it, we will know. Call it any name, we will know. And trust us, we will end it. And this is just being honest. Anything that will make, because it's like effort of trying to pacify terrorists and say, okay, let's just do it. You are not doing it for them. You are doing it against your people, because it's not going to be now. You're not going to be governor forever. All of you, governors of Yoruba land, right now, you're not going to be governors forever. And you're never going to drag anywhere, any part of Yoruba land into any of this Buhari's jihadist agenda, whatever way, for your own political gain. And we are calling you now. If indeed September is a date to look forward to, so that we won't have another Enugu, we won't have another Umbuji, we won't have another Ebonyi, we won't have another Olu, we won't have another Ibarapa, we won't have another Egongon, we won't have another Okeogun. Ojaodon, Okeodon, yeah. We won't have all those attacks. If you indeed are going to make that happen, make it real. Elena, thank you very much, Elena. I have always said that our corrupt governors and other leaders are our worst enemies. If they are rounded up and killed like Jerry Rawlings did in Ghana, we will be okay. You see, Jerry Rawlings that did that in Ghana. In everything we are doing, right, Elena, know that we must always have our own, we must always have the another plan B. Plan B is that when you get rid of these criminals, right, you must be very sure that those who are going to take over from them, the leadership from every name, whatever name you want to call the name them, you may not call them governors, you may not call them anything like that. Whatever name you're going to give to the leadership that's going to get, after you get rid of these ones, or any other ones that work as a saboteur against the interest of the Yoruba people, against the interest of the Igbo people, which is actually where I'm actually going now. I'm coming to that. So every effort, every we must have a replacement plan, which means that we don't go after them and then we are lost only for other charlatans, opportunists, scavengers, scroungers, pickpockets as well, just worse than them, to take over, and then we are back to square zero, not even to square one. I would always encourage that, and I will give you a pathway to that, by the way. Look at the IPOB structure. I admire them a lot. They said somebody did a live video sometimes ago, and he said, I didn't see it. I was told that that person said IPOB, they are paying Maiyegun to be talking about them. That Nnamdi Kanu paid Maiyegun's diary Politico to talk about them. It will be an honor, by the way. I mean, I won't collect a dime to talk about the injustice meted at anyone from anywhere. It doesn't matter if you are from a Yoruba land, or you are from a Fulani land, or you are from wherever you come from. And that's why I'm always somebody who always say, I am the only person who is entitled to my own opinion. Just whatever I say, I own the copyright to every word that come out of my mouth. If it pains you, sue me. Don't fight me. Don't attack me. Don't be an animal. Sue me. But it will be an honor for anybody for a check from IPOB to carry my name and say, Maiyegun, we are paying you for what you have done for all, what you are doing. That would be an honor. But they don't have to. Do you know why? We are all united in the same injustice. It's just that we see it differently. Some of you, many of you who don't think it is right, to to solidarize with people facing injustice in the hand of a murderous regime, simply because you are not from them. They don't deserve that sympathy or solidarity and all that. And I keep telling people that whatever happens to your neighbor is still coming to happen to you. But maybe if you stand up to help him stop what is happening to your neighbor, you don't know that helping your neighbor is actually you helping yourself. Because if at the end of the day your neighbor is saved from that is happening to him or her, in the process, you become two strong allies that any attacks that come after you, will meet resistance of two people, not one. I said it, but look at us today. Are we not facing what they are facing? I admire them a lot. I look beyond all the negatives, because I don't think, any negativity that is splashed on them is not born out of jealousy or total misunderstanding, which I understand. When you don't understand something, you probably want to hate something you don't understand. Or if you finally understand if you understand something and you don't like it, it may just simply be out of jealousy. But if you now say something so terrible about that thing, then it's worse than jealousy. But they say jealousy is a self-hate that people don't like to confess to. Do you get what I mean now? And I am not somebody like that, okay? I admire them. Why? When you look at their structural and their their structural and operational model, if you had paid attention and not just one of those who just listen to those lousy comments, you will realize that in this modern day and time, they are the only cultural, or how should I put it? They are the only cultural organization that genuinely represent the core heart of a people. And that representation is so grounded There are so many powerful people are members. They are not members because somebody manipulated them, told them lies, or this blah, 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 like many of you who don't really understand what is going on. They are so organized that they can point at their leadership. If you put a cover and say, apart from us, Nnamdi Kanu, tell us all your leaders. They will tell you their own leaders that they know and do their own affair in every part of the world that they live in. And you may not understand that. They were so organized that they are so connected that I studied them from more than 92 countries until I got to know that they are actually in more than 142 countries. No matter how small that country is, no matter how few, they found one or two or three of them to project the Biafra. And the Biafra dream, which was brought back to life by IPOB, was like a rekindled hope of a kind for them. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now became that torchbearer, somebody that will keep reminding them why that Biafra was actually important. Even though for 50 years, Nigeria has done so much to dissuade them from that value of being a Biafran. You know, what value will make you believe so much that you would rather die than to remain in Nigeria? That was something so strong that, honestly speaking, maybe it's just me. I did that study and I was like, wow. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu became that torchbearer, somebody that keep reminding them who they were, where they should be. And that offended so many people. Because for 50 years, all Nigeria did was to bury all of that and made them doubt who they are. And many are still doubting. They are asking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? People have died. Is Biafra worth it? Why can't we just move on? Why can't we just fight for our place in Nigeria? But for 50 years, you have been fighting for that place. 50 years after your disagreement that led to war, that over 5 million people were killed. For 50 years, you have been fighting for that place. You have been trying to be Nigerian. You have actually been more Nigerian than many Nigerians. But Nigeria never accepted you. Nigeria never accepted anyone. There is no Nigerian. Do you understand? So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reminding you that no matter the sacrifice you pay, no matter what you want to pay for Nigeria, is going to end up in disgrace. Look at those our own people. If you are a Biafran right now, right? And you are a Nigerian, and you don't agree with the IPOB, you don't agree with you having to fight for Biafra again, you don't agree that people should die, of course, you have your reasons, right? But look around you today. Just take a look around you. For 50 years, they won't even trust you to lead the country. They won't even vouch for you. They don't trust you to be deputy or vice president. It has to lead to serious. They don't trust you. You have done so well that after the war, right, you left Biafra land. You invested everything. Many of you, you invested everything in Nigeria to show that you believe in that no winner, no victor, no vanquish of go on. You invested everything in Lagos, in Abuja, in Zamfara, in the core heart of the north. Your everything, your family, your life. But they still never accepted you. Every now and then, when the political landscape becomes so hot, they use you as the easy target of banter, of attacks, and so many other, even of bargaining. To the point that they threaten you with your belief in Nigeria, your trust in Nigeria, your investment in Nigeria. They threaten you with that. That you are asking for Biafra. What about your investment in Nigeria? You are not thinking, blah, blah, blah. Is that not a threat? Should that threat be coming after all you invested in Nigeria? Especially if you are in your 70s, 60s, 70s, when you are just 10 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, when the war started or when the war ended. You are in your 60s, you are in your 70s. You are telling these young people that Biafra is wrong for them to ask for because you believe in Nigeria. Now ask yourself, how far has that belief brought you? It is just a soul-searching question. It is not whether it is not a right or a wrong. That question doesn't have any right answer or wrong answer. It's just a soul-searching question, something that you will think about and you'll be like, We did invest in Nigeria, truly, Maiyegun. We did. And it was because our parents said, those who took the surrendering Biafrans, they told them that they were going to be reintegrated back into Nigeria. And they're actually going to be treated as Nigerians. But Maiyegun is true. They didn't treat us as Nigerians. We have always been struggling to prove to them that they can trust us. Why is it that only you, the Biafrans, have to prove to Nigerians that they can trust you? Have you asked yourself that question? I'm a Yoruba man. I am not trying to appeal to your tribal sentiment or to your tribal emotion, but this is the truth. So that was how Nnamdi Kanu came to be. That's how I admire them a lot. I look beyond the expletives. I look beyond all these things that gets just weak people angry. He called the Yoruba pastors this. He called the Yoruba leaders that. He did this. He insulted us. Maiyegun, let me tell you something. You see, he can talk about his Biafra. He shouldn't have insulted the Yorubas and all of them. Like, our own leaders not insulting us. Is it not an insult to us that a region, Western region, that pioneered free education in the entire continent of Africa, Western Nigeria, we are now battling with the worst education system because they dragged us into one Nigeria, where you now have an education minister that cannot spell pineapple, or education minister that doesn't even know how many schools you have or the type of education system they are operating because it's a Fulani madman somewhere. They don't care about the education today. But they brought us here anyway. Yoruba land. Great people. Industrious people. But look at where they brought us to. It is the same story everywhere. Are they not insulting us? Yoruba land that had the first television station in the whole entire Africa. Technology, information technology, information, education through television, something that the rest of Africa was probably dreaming of. They were dreaming about it, including France, the former colonial master. We're supposed to be that futuristic, great people, great nation. Western Nigeria, where I was reading about all the great farm settlements that we could feed ourselves. We were so rich. We were so rich from agriculture that we built the first skyscraper in the entire Africa, Cocoa House in Ibadan. We were so rich, industrious, that when they were counting the richest people in West Africa then, our farmers, great farmers, industrious people from Yoruba land, they made their mark, not from crude oil, not from political office, not from corruption, not from government contracts, not from, all these mad things going on in Yoruba land today. We had farms. We were growing our foods. We were great. We were meant to be great. Then Nigeria happened to us. The children that enjoyed free education, they brought about agberoism, whereby the legacy of the political class of today is either political agbero or the real physical local terrorists called the agbero. The awaiting time bomb. We can't even generate our own electricity to power our own homes, our industries, simply because Nigeria happened to us. Igbo land is meant to be the Japan of Africa, a great people, industrious people, educated people, for goodness sake. But Nigeria happened to them too. It happened to all of us. That is the only worst thing that happened to all of us. Nigeria. So they insult us all the time. It is an insult that a child goes to bed in Yoruba land hungry. It is an insult from our own leaders that our aged parents who served Nigeria in their youth died or are dying in penury. They are dying in poverty. We see them every day. That is not the fault of a Fulani oligarch. It is the fault of those criminals who were supposed to stop it. But they won't, because they are profiting from it. It is an insult that we cannot provide health care for our own people. Yoruba land, where we built the first university college hospital, UCH Ibadan, where the former royal family of Saudi Arabia, they come there for medical terrorism, for medical tourism. Pardon my mix up. In the 50s, in the 60s, for goodness sake, the royal family of Saudi ruling house, the Saudi king and his family, just like Buharis and his family, are now going to London for medical treatment, just like Tifnumbu is in London for medical treatment, just like many of those, lapdog, those opportunists that call themselves the southern leaders. They're just like they go abroad for different medical treatment. That was how this king of Saudi Arabia used to come to Ibadan for medical treatment. Go and read your history. They destroyed us. They collaborated with Nigeria to bring us to this level. Our education is in shambles. Every year we shun out graduates that are unemployable. You create army of unproductive young people, and you want a future. That is not blamed. That should never be blamed on the Fulani terrorist or the Fulani oligarch in Abuja. That is solely the responsibility of these opportunists that we call leaders. And once you know that, once you begin to realize that, honestly speaking, my job is half done. Maybe I'll begin to think about how we're going to retire then, to leave talking. I promised last night that I would open the line tonight, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me try and connect the line. And to everyone asking what is the number, remember, the number is there on your screen, and it is WhatsApp only calls. So don't call the other, don't call it directly. You're never going to get in. But yeah, I will open the line now.
Maiyegun làwọn tó dòdòdò.
Oh, sorry. I just missed yeah. I know it's going to be a bit clogged up. But yeah.
Maiyegun làwọn tó dòdòdò.
All right. My first caller. Sir, good evening to you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, let me mute my the other one.
Please, sir.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. Your name and where you're calling from, for the sake of our listener.
Yeah, Olaoluwa again.
Great.
Olaoluwa, Happy Bado. Yeah, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And now you are live, by the way. You can continue. Yes, sir.
Okay. I like the program tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. But what I wanted to say very quickly is this. Anybody that call himself Nigeria, and people should listen. They should listen to this very well. Anybody that call himself in Nigeria and expecting anything to be better is fooling himself. Okay? Hello?
I'm with you, sir.
He's fooling himself. So now, and any Nigerian that wake up in the morning that thinks he has a leader, he's deceiving himself. Nigeria is practicing representative democracy. But the truth of the matter is this. Nobody is representing anybody. Okay? Because if you want to have a lot of Nigerians, I'm very sorry to use the word fool. Because we are fools. Because if you want any development, if you want food on your table, you need a vibrant political party. Okay? Set up for developmental agenda. Okay? The truth of the matter is this. Go and look at the PDP and APC, the way they set them up. They set up for destructions. Please, any Nigerian now, please change your mind. Let me tell you the reality. There was a time, I believe in Nigeria to the extent that I said, if Nigeria can promise to slaughter me today, Nigerians should be listening to this. Now, I said, if Nigeria can promise me, they slaughter me today, but tomorrow there will not be hunger on Nigeria's face anymore. All right? That is how I believe in Nigeria before. But Nigeria will destroy your hope. They will destroy everything. Okay? Now, the population of Nigeria is around 250 million people. Okay? No job, no nothing, no infrastructure, nothing. Okay? A country that has around 250 million people need a lot of entrepreneurs to come up, is it? All right?
That's right.
Look at the Nigerian monetary policy. It's a setup to make sure they kill people and keep them in poverty. Now, the monetary policy in Nigeria, now you're having around 30.5%. You and I know that Nigerian government and Nigerian businessmen, right from Dangote to Otedola and Co., they are rogues.
Absolutely.
Okay? And the banks, now 30.5%. Now, by the time I go to the bank to get money, to get loan, when I get to the bank, I will get it around 27 to 28, 33%, up to 33%. You tell me which business we are going to do with that. Okay? In other words, if I want to set up, that's right, I've already failed. So if I want to set up a business in Nigeria today, the bank automatically have around 27 to 33% stake of my business. That's right. So that is why if you see anybody in Nigeria today flashing anybody, it's either you can shed blood, you kill people, you murder people. Okay? So and that is why you create a lot of all these type of rogues.
Different names, terrorists, called bandits, and the rest of them.
That's right. Yes, forget about those one outside. Those one in government they are terrorists, they are bandits. Because the truth of the matter is this: those ones that referred to Boko Haram in 1999. Remember that Boko Haram because Alimadu Sharif,
the former Borno governor. Yes, sir.
Yes, when he was governor of Borno State, my youth friend, is his deputy.
Wow.
Alaji the Bas is my friend. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So now what I wanted to say is this. This Boko Haram leader, Yusuf, the one they killed.
That's right.
They were using them as a political thug that time. In fact, after they win the elections, they appoint him as commissioner.
That's true.
Boko Haram leader. Okay? So now the solution to Nigeria problem is this. If you have a system that is not working, the truth of the matter is this: if any Igbos, any Biafra people is expecting Biafran leader, Biafran president in 2023, which is not going to happen. One, but if it happens, they will suffer for it. And then if any Yoruba, and if any Yoruba is expecting Chief Tinubu or anybody Yoruba land to become president in 2023, which is not going to happen because the game is going to be like this. All the Northerners, they will get together by 2023. They want us to take over. But my advice to the ordinary people is within the southern part of Nigeria is that we shouldn't allow, because all these rogues in the south, politicians in the south, they are ready to play game for in order to continue in 2023.
As long as their own bread is still buttered. Yes. Let me take another call because of our time. I've got others too, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So I have another caller. Sorry.
General.
Hello, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Your name?
This is Christo from Ivory Coast.
Oh, Christo, how are you?
I'm fine, Maiyegun.
I saw your videos. The Biafrans in there. Right.
Maiyegun.
Go on.
Maiyegun, you are too much.
Thank
God
you.
Bless you,
And you
for me.
Amen. Christo.
God bless you. God will bless you.
Amen. And you too.
God will bless you.
Thank
nothing
you.
Nothing will happen to you, Maiyegun. Nothing will happen to you.
Thank you.
She a mountain that I came across. That I came across your program. I don't miss it any day. I don't miss it even. Thanks. I hope to just listen to you. Maiyegun. God will bless you. I don't like you. Honestly, you see, our problem. I'm from Anambra State.
Great.
Our problem is that some people have eyes but they cannot see. You see, I am here with my family. I'm not supposed to be here if we have good people in place.
That's right.
I'm here with my wife and my kids, but I'm not supposed to be here if that we have a place we call home. They do it because they will collect money during election, vote for wrong person, only to come back and start crying. You see, our people, they contributed to the problem also that we are passing through. I left Nigeria immediately. Buhari won election. I left Nigeria because I know that things like this will happen, and lo and behold, it's happening. The only way out is Biafra and Oduduwa Republic. The only way out is yes, no going back, Maiyegun, no going back. We don't miss your program any day. Me and my family, we don't miss it for a day.
I
don't miss your program for a day.
Thank you so much. Go on.
Could you believe that the place we are today, our transformer, just to tell you where government is working or a system that is working. Today in my shop, my light went off. So I was worried why light went off. Only to come out and see that people were running. What was the problem? They said transformer was gotten by fire. Could you believe that Maiyegun, as I'm talking to you now, my light is on. They have changed it to new brown one again.
And that's how it should be.
They have changed that transformer now. I am telling you, they've changed.
And that is Ivory Coast too.
Now, light is on.
That's Ivory Coast
Yes,
too.
so
For
Ivory
Nigeria,
Coast.
you still have to write a letter to
Ivory
your
Coast.
representative. You still have to do community meeting to raise money and all of that nonsense.
2 years. Yes, 2 years. I and my wife were saying that if it were in Nigeria, 2 years, this town will not have light.
Absolutely.
You see, Maiyegun, let me describe Nigeria for you in a simple terms.
Please.
Nigeria is like someone. Nigeria is like someone. I see Nigeria as a person that has 10 cars and none of them is movable. We are giant of Africa. But if you, because I know Nigeria more than I know myself. You see, Nigeria claim that they are giant of Africa, but I have googled best universities in Africa. Nigeria is not even number 40. Best school in Africa. Nigeria is not up. Nigeria is not number 50. Okay, we are saying we are giant of Africa. It is like when a father is a tailor and their children is naked. Nigeria is like that.
Crystal.
Nigeria is like that. Nigeria is my brother.
Thank you very much for calling
my
me
brother.
tonight. Yeah,
God will bless you. God will bless you. God will bless you.
Amen. And
God bless you. Oh.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you. Hear from you. God bless you.
Oh, Miss Madam, how are you?
God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
What is your strength, okay?
Please,
sorry, let her talk now. Give the phone to the madam now. Give the phone to her.
Okay.
I said the Lord is your strength. Do not look back, okay?
Yeah, I won't. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm very fine. I'm very fine.
That's great.
You are doing a good job.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much. Stay safe, all right?
You, but God will not condemn you because you are doing the right thing. You are saying the right thing. Every day you are saying the right thing. And you are giving us more information to people don't know we've known them through you. God will strengthen you, strengthen our Nnamdi Kanu County. We have victory, okay?
Amen. I love that. You stay safe and good night.
Bye-bye.
Crystal, you have a good family. God bless you.
My brother.
Nice one.
Thank you. Yeah. God bless you too. Bye-bye. Okay.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, that does happen anyway. Maiyegun General, Politico, they are lovely family, I can tell. Hello there.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Your name?
My name is Chukudi. I am from Ghana.
Chukudi from Ghana. Is that right?
Vienna.
Oh, Vienna. I'm so sorry. I didn't get that right. So, yeah. Chukudi, you're live, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Man. The shame of people, people who don't see, of the blind, is on those who see.
That's right.
And some of these people, there are people who would fight against you just because Nigeria, or Nigeria, as my brother better say, is running in their blood because of one crime or the other they are involved in, or wrong business that they will not even be proud to tell their children, and that they are not proud of. Because most especially is Southern people. We're talking about our South. We're not talking about others, because the North, the rich ones, they gather everything from the South, and they are Ramadri, they don't allow them to talk. They put them in a position where they are not supposed to talk. They just take whatever they tell them and playing the master and slave. So, but from our downside, that they take all our resources and we have to go up and down to get ourselves ready. Like after the Biafra war, they take every amount to have and give them 20 pounds after they take everything. So they have to suffer, find their way. So our people, we are forced into going into even wrong business and all those things just to survive, because they know that they don't have interest in the government and nothing will reach them. So, and all this syndrome is still into a lot of our people. And of course, these people, they entered into a lot of things to creating narratives that we make Southerners not even trust each other, which we have broken the barrier and keep breaking it up tomorrow. Because And everything that is happening now with Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu is exposing them. The impunity they've been carrying out against us. Look at how now they start breaking international laws, so they get caught in the middle. They don't know how to deal with it. So everything is working for us now, you know. So, and all these new people who are supposed to see and are not seeing, hopefully soon they will see. But you know, say people will be saying they don't see the light. You know, say it's impossible for them. And here when people try to make a career, make a career. Yeah, they try to make a career because they know if you recognize, say you see, the voting will carry you go back again. No, it's impossible, my brother. So before others go come in, make I just say one thing.
Please.
It goes like, Biafra, 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 Biko, Biafra, Biafra. Well, I can feel it, my eyes hearing it. And I see in it danger with atrocities. So much killing, maiming, and so much raping. Aiming the innocent, their blood staining. So much extrajudicial killings and jailing. I say, wah, oh, do, wah, wah. Oh, do, wah, wah. Oh, do, wah, wah. Wah, oh, do, wah, wah. Oh, do, wah. Wa odudu wa odudu wa ejo odudu wa Chukwu okike abịa ma Oluwa, save us from evil doer. Oh no, the truth is almighty loser. Say these are the almighty mover. If they knew, they would never do that. Who thinks that Takia is godly, that killing the non-Muslim is godly, such action is ungodly, it's so ugly, Rasta say live lovely, I say again, wah, oh do, wah, wah, do, wah, wah, do, wah, 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 oh do, wah, wah.
Odudua,
yes, my brother.
Odudua, wow. God bless you, Shukudi.
Yeah.
You are a star. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for calling in. Okay, I'm going to take another call.
Paranafa has to come as well, you know, and Ariwa has to wake up as well and come.
Everybody needs to wake up.
Yes, sir. Blessed love, my brother. Keep it burning.
Thank you so much, Chukudi. That's a good one there. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Baba Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
This is Kingsley, the third dot in the circle, calling from New York.
Kingsley, the third dot in the circle. Kick off,
That's
Baba.
Right. How do you think that your song, sir?
Which of them, or the Yoruba version or the English version? Maiyegun General, Enleo, Maiyegun General, Ojelu Esunraki. Maiyegun General. Continue, Kingsley.
In fact, Baba Maiyegun, you know, back in the days, our papa, they would carry they go sit under the trees in the village.
That's right.
They would talk story. Then go they educate the young ones. Then go they gingerize them. Make I speak English today.
That's right.
Because in fact, you are breaking records upon records upon records, and I want to say, may God bless you.
Amen.
That's what I want to say.
Thank
and the truth is, if you did a place, you're in a relationship for 50 years. I'm 49 years old now. For 50 years, and you did everything to convince your partner to love you, to appreciate you. You did everything humanly possible just to be accepted. And for 50 years, you know, accept you. Baba, no be juju be that.
Now, juju, if you still stay, or if that partner is telling you that you can't go, you cannot go. Now, till they do us part. Oh boy.
Nadia, in fact, they should legalize this. Let us start working with it. Because you're not going to take my 50 years then you can't say the remaining 10 or 20 or 50 when I won't leave, I not go happen.
That's small one where I won't enjoy before I completely leave. That's unfair.
I will never let it happen. I will never let it happen. You know. So again, Baba, thank you. God bless you. I didn't listen to you every day, but
I enjoy
I have this troubling exam.
God bless you and success your way, Baba. Thank you so much.
But God bless you, my brother. Carry on.
And God bless you too, Kingsley. You have a good night, okay? And like I said, success your way, Baba. All the best. Nice one. So I have another caller. Sorry if
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nami again, dot in a circle number 1.
The first dot in a circle.
Exactly. I don't know why I'm not getting your alert again when you're live. I don't know if Fulani herdsmen kidnap the alert. I know they get them again.
Check your notification.
I didn't
Some
get it for a
people
while.
don't know that setting the sometimes it's been a long time and you never probably know that the notification has changed. So you may need to check it. Just tap it and see if it's on.
Yeah, well, I've checked it anyways.
Maybe it's just one of
Okay, why you go like I have so many things to say, but I don't want to take so much time like other people that took so much time.
But you can manage it too. Say as much as you can.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to manage it. Yeah. So this idea of that policeman with the carry, well they tell and say make it appear for US, where the North people said they're blaming the Southerners for trying to bring down their shining star. The only thing I don't like is them trying to blame the Southerners, but for them to call that man shining star is a blessing to us because the whole world can now see that their shining stars are criminals and people that kidnap and kill. Keep calling them your shining star because the whole world knows, your shining stars are people that kill, kidnap, and extort people.
And kill people extrajudicially, no court order, no nothing.
Exactly.
They actually
nothing.
They should be shining star or super anything. Maybe super crook.
I mean, that's if they tag them like that, let the whole world see what their products of shining star. That's what I'm saying. Then on the other hand, there was this video you played about that Yoruba man where talks where he lost Buhari. Bro, one thing I don't understand is let's say for example that my best friend is alligator. Do I drag everybody to go and live in the river because my best friend is alligator, knowing that these people cannot live in the river? You get what I mean? Is it because your best friend is Fulani that you want to drag the whole Nigerians to be in Nigeria and continue getting killed? Like, why do you have to be so selfish and self-centered? Why don't you open that your brain small? That's So my last contribution is. I just hope that God will give us more of Abaribe and Nnamdi Kanu and more Igbo because this is getting too much.
I know.
It is just getting too much. I've seen the video of Imo State. I've seen the video of Enugu. Like, now we Igbo, they suffer at most. I don't know why. You're lucky, Maiyegun. At least your people, at least they feel the heat the way they feel them. Like
we dot in a circle, right? It's just tricky. Let me put it this way, dot in a circle, It's because now only trickle of those news they come out. They don't give us the whole bunch. That's one of the reasons why I said I respect the IPOB a lot. They have instilled this idea of pictorial evidence of everything that happens to make sure you always keep the pictorial evidence. In my own part, they do a lot to suppress it. That's why it seems like it's not much. Honestly speaking, we are facing same thing. Nothing different. Trust me, it's not different. But I understand where you're coming from. Dot in the cycle.
Yeah, and I beg, don't mind all those people who say they pay you. I beg, don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Wait. Una know they pay me now. Don't I have a platform where I have people who are actually like saying, Maiyegun, take, Maiyegun, well done, Maiyegun, here. Are they not seeing it now? So if they're asking me who is paying me, they should ask my viewers.
Yeah, most important, please, I want to say before I go, most important, I carry God to beg this man. I hope he watches your video after I knock over. We don't need all this attack where they attack. Like, we don't need all these things. We are fighting for one thing, for everybody to be free. Stop all this attack where they attack you, attack Charlie Boy, attack Nnamdi Kanu, attack this person, attack us. We are fighting for one thing, for us all to be free. I carry God beg that guy, make him calm down.
I hope he listens.
That's all that's all I want to say tonight. Thank you very much, my God bless you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So that's a good one. I have sorry, I didn't take that. Yeah, just took it. Hello there.
Oh, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
This is Emeka from Malaysia.
Emeka, it's good to hear from you again. How are you?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Maiyegun, I just want to say something, just one thing before I make my contribution. Maiyegun, we love you so much.
I know, and thank you.
We love you so much with all our heart. There is no missing words. We love you so much. Thank you so much, Maiyegun, for your analysis on these southern governors. Maiyegun, if you can remember last month, I remember vividly. Last month, I told you that these southern governors are cashing on other people's hard work. And your analysis today, try to paint a clear picture. These people, I told you last month that you are one person, one Yoruba man that started this peace between Yoruba and Igbo.
I know.
And that peace today have germinated a lot of results. And now, when these criminals now saw that the people are now together, that is why you see all those meetings. Those meetings are not for you and me. They are not congregating together for you and me or to like push our agenda.
No.
It is for 2023.
I agree.
It is to bring them back to office. Once they go back there, those ones that this is their first time, they want to go back there again. When they come together and say southern governors, they will come and read newspaper for us. Then we will just the southern governors, this one now. It's not for us, Maiyegun. So I like what you're doing now. You have pointed your torchlight on them, hammer them more. And there is something that you said last time, because I listen to you every day. You said, let us begin to pick up these people one by one. For example, if Wike mess up, let us beam our torchlight on Wike and start screaming on him. Understand? So when we do that, they will now know that we have known these people. You see all those meetings, the first one in Delta State, the second one in Lagos. It is not for us, Maiyegun. I'm telling you the gospel too.
I know too, my brother. That's why you see
these people are
Emeka,
criminals. These people are. Yeah?
Emeka, that's why I said we are all waiting for September. Yeah, we know that it's just words. The only thing that will make us believe that they want to ban open grazing is indeed if I see, let's put it this, if I see a Bubeagu with AK-47, an operational vehicle that can travel into the forest, then I will say, yes, they are banning open grazing. If I see a Motekun with AK-47, all these rugged vehicles to go into the forest, I will say, yes, I believe they are doing it. But you and I know, say, that's just a dream.
They won't do it. So, Maiyegun, I thank you. So, today I'm so happy. When you started talking about this, I say, yes. These people, it is not Buhari. I'm telling you, Maiyegun, the people that are killing Yoruba people is not Buhari.
Of course.
It is those governors. It is those chiefs, those KBAC and all of them that they are giving small money. The people that are killing us are those Igwes, those governors, those small, because from governor it will now come down to local government chairman.
Step by step now, they are all in it.
Those ones are local Fulani herdsmen. The local Fulani herdsmen is not the ones that carry AK-47. No, there is another local Fulani Igbo herdsman that is giving the men organ, because the Fulani that have AK-47 is the boss to the Igbo local Fulani herdsman. I'm telling you.
That just point direction. Emeka.
Yes,
God
because if you listen very well, when that issue of Sunday Igbo happened and everything, they said that the DSS that came, they didn't see Sunday Igbo. They tried to go back and later came back again. They said somebody told them that he's there.
He's there.
Who is that? He's a Yoruba man.
That's right.
He's not Fulani. It's not Buhari. A Yoruba man told him that go. He has
He's still there. Go there. Go in the house.
So until we find out those local herdsmen, that Igbo herdsman, that Yoruba herdsman, our problem will not be solved.
It won't go away. God bless you, Emeka. You know, that's amazing. Another very good one from you. Thank you very much. I have another caller. But before we speak, hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Can I just steal 2 minutes of your time? There's this clip I want to share with everybody, so as for us to know that those who are burning us are not completely from outside our clan. Do you mind, sir?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Thank you very much. I'll share that for 2 minutes. Watch this video from your place there too.
Run a line. Help them go on the bank. They brought chairman. Now go like an
Number one. Where my own? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 89, 90, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 115, 117, 118, 119, 141, 151, 156, 157, 158, 159, 170, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 200, 201, 202, 203, 204, 206,
260. So if you are looking for the real problem, I hope I just gave you a picture of that. I have a caller. I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting that long, all right? I couldn't have had a better time to use that video, okay? Hello, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Hello, Dr. Professor Maiyegun.
Yes,
Professor
sir.
Maiyegun.
How are you?
This is Clement from Stuttgart. Yeah.
Clement. It's good to have you.
Yeah, from Stuttgart. Yeah, yes, sir.
You are live.
The funniest thing, this video that you just showed right now, did you saw the skits like from 130 to 170?
That's the picture of Nigeria election, right? That's just the picture. So if you are wondering, I want people who are watching us to understand the Nigeria we are talking about, right? We can sit down here and talk about Buhari, right? But my brother who mentioned the local Fulani, local herdsmen, they are in different fields, in education, in healthcare, even in your election. Yeah. From 130 to 168, that is magic.
Yeah.
That's Nigeria option A4. Option A4. Oh yeah, everybody line up. And you can start counting from 100 to 1,000 when the people there are not up to 80.
Yeah, that can never happen in the Western world.
It's
anyway.
a shame.
But it's a big shame. The last caller was absolutely right. But one thing I just want to tip in is like,
right.
Let's just focus, like, for example, if we have a household and the kids, I mean, with the father, the mother, and the kids are misbehaving, who will they actually summon up like, hey, your kids are misbehaving, it's the father. So I will actually direct any misbehavior or whatsoever to Buhari because he's the president, the mannequin who we have there, who is doing nothing, absolutely nothing. So, I mean, I wouldn't put too much blames on the governors because if we check the constitution, the state constitution, the governors of our country or of Nigeria doesn't have any power.
Well,
so
I'm going to agree with that. Yeah,
they
don't seem to. But you know one thing, Clement, people say Nigerian governors don't have power when it comes to the matters of you and me.
Yeah.
But when it comes to them, they have power to get whatever they want to get. You know that?
Well, if you check, for example, from my this man's problem, Igbowo Osha, my Sola's problem.
Yeah.
You know, it was any arrest on him should have went through the governor of your state.
That's right.
He was neglected. So, and right now he claimed, why did the presidency do that? He wouldn't get any answer from that because it was a federal, whatever, what they call it. Anyways, I don't really want to go too deep down into all this nonsense because if we keep talking, we will keep talking about it for the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I believe in action. What can we do? Enough of this talking. Let's walk what we talk. Let's walk it right now. What can we do? Especially we in the diaspora. What are the things that we can do? What are the sanctions that who we can say, okay, we have this Nigerian. I don't have Nigerian passport. I'm sorry, I'm a German. But those who have these things, who want to fight for this thing, what can we do? That would be really, I don't know if you can dedicate a program for this. What are your ideas? Bring it to the table. Let's discuss about it. Because if we start to talk about the Nigerian problem, it is countless. We won't have an end.
Let me say something, Clement. Sorry to cut you short. Really sorry, right? Let me say something, right? I think what more can we do should be right, don't you think? Because if not because of all that is going on, including those who are moving, organizing and all of that back home, if not because of that, we won't get to know how weak these Fulani guys in government are, because it has shown now that they're actually weaklings who have power, but they have no idea how to use it, right? What more can we do? And I'm going to say, we in the diaspora, we tend to have just little we can do. And what is that little, which is also good, is to continue to support all the advocacy groups that are sharing the message of, for example, Yoruba Nation, Biafra, or you know what I mean now. Continue to support all those advocacy until people accept their message, Clement. Yeah? I'm so sorry, we have to continue to talk.
The other side was actually, it's not because of our beloved ones who live out there.
I know.
You know, we who are in the diaspora, we contribute a lot of money. I mean, send our families a lot of money going down there, which also contributes to the economy of that country.
That's right.
If we now declare that, okay, hey, each and every one of us, we are not sending one shishi to them anymore. That would be a very hardcore decision to make. It will be a little bit undiplomatic for our family members who are in need of our help, even in terms of medical assistance or whatsoever. Or if those who have small families, take them abroad. And then we don't send money to that country anymore. Because one way or the other, I mean, that is actually contributing to the economy, which we can actually say, it's very ridiculous anyways. It's a bad idea, some people might say. But really, we need to come up with some other things because we can't leave, for example, Nnamdi Kanu is being captured right now alone. We can't leave Sola, Sunday Igboho alone in the fight.
No.
After, since he has been taken now, there's no more rally in Lagos in anywhere you balance. And as a matter of fact, one of the callers, the other side, said the Igbo land is more affected than the Yoruba land. It's not a lie. Let's check it out. Olu, they took military to this side of the country. They haven't took the battalion 77 to any part of the Yoruba land
yet. You're right.
Yes. So, I don't really want to take time because there are a lot of people who are actually about to call.
No, you just made a very valid point there. I wasn't even like in that line of thought when he mentioned that. You just made a very valid point. Yes, we have been attacked by herdsmen, we have been attacked by kidnapped and all of that. People have paid ransom, but yes, we have never had the military invade any of our villages and kill people in their hundreds and arrest our youth. Kidnap them to another state in northern Nigeria. We haven't. I agree with you, Clement.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir. The other side, I'm still on that right thing because I have a group of guys out here that we discuss about this virtually every day. That what can we do? What can we do if it comes to war? How do we start it? We need to strategize right now because if we keep talking about what this one do, or that one, or Buhari, or we will keep talking about it, but none of all this Western world will help us. We have to start it first.
Thank you so much, Clement.
Okay, sir. I wish you a beautiful night.
Oh, yeah, it's been so brilliant to hear from you, by the way. It's been a good one. Thank you very much. We're coming close to the end of the broadcast, and you are so welcome anyway. So thank you. So I'm going to hang on for me. Sorry. I'm having too many calls coming in at a time, but I want to see if I'm going to get Princess on. She's going to be my last caller, and then we're going to call it a night. Okay. Hello there.
Hello. Good evening,
Princess. Is that you?
Yes.
Well, you know one thing. I checked my WhatsApp number last night, and honestly speaking, I have not seen anyone who made that repeated calls, and I believe it's a couple of efforts on my different programs, right? But I was counting, and I saw over 280 something effort to make calls, the missed call, and I'm like, oh dear, every time. But I'm happy to hear from you tonight. It's actually a pleasure to hear from you again. How are you?
I'm fine. No, I'm here.
Good.
Good evening.
Good evening. You are my last caller tonight, and we can use some 5 minutes, if that's okay.
Oh, okay, Maiyegun, thank you.
Please.
They said I'll talk about Abakayari and some other people. I'll talk about the man that called from Ibadan and said Babalaki is compromised. There is a saying in Yoruba that says, there are some clothes you don't just spread out there in the sun. You know, there are these special clothes that you don't want the sun to, the rays of the sun to destroy. You know, Yorubas are very good at talking. We talk a lot, and there has always been results about that. They said Abakayari was a super cop, and I've been asking people what makes him super, what makes Abakayari special. Is it his brilliance? Is it his super strength? Is it his pragmatism or something? What makes him? Did he graduate from Harvard School of Time Boston? Was he a product of German elite first, the Gestapo? What were his qualifications,
I think he's probably from the Daura Defense Academy. Something that is so unique but yet to be introduced into Nigeria. Because there seems to be many.
One thing is very obvious here, at least for now. He's forced to respond and is editing his Facebook every now and then. Showed and portrayed him to be a very dull man.
Absolutely.
It is very pointless to keep explaining that Nigeria is a country that elevates and celebrates idiots. Nigeria makes genius out of fools. The only reason a clown like Abakari is celebrated in Nigeria is because of the lawlessness here. In a state of lawlessness, the most lawless person, the most lawless person will become the hero. That was how a certain Fulani migrant came from Niger Republic, shot himself to power in December 1983 in a coup that cost Brigadier Bako his life. The suspended democracy, jailed politicians for up to 125 years in prison, killed the economy and education, and sent so many people on exile. And Tinubu went to bring that particular person again.
30 years later.
To rule us. 30 years to rule us. I'll keep saying it. If Sunday Igboho is speaking for me, he's my leader. That's the truth. Maiyegun is my leader. And if you think where they call the didn't only the Baba Ninu, Maiyegun, my dad, the Baba. Yes. We have the best trained military men in this country. That would, you know how this Maryland is, yeah?
I do.
I know someone, he was in the military, he has 4 master's degree. Left in Maryland, Only by left and right, I see ammunition, I see fire in your day. They Koroju, they Shagamu, in 3 hours, I have the water. This same person wanted to go into Sambisa. And he gave them the list of the arms and ammunition they will be needing. They didn't give him that. Who are fool? So there was a meeting that happened at Ibadan. I think about 2 weeks ago. The one the other man was talking about yesterday, that they were talking, deliberating, and these 2 professors stood up and they just started ranting. It was so chaotic. I hope for them, they were clamoring for one Nigeria. Then one Mama just stood up and said, I am a market leader. I had my 2 diplomas in the 70 at Polytechnic Ibadan. So I know what I'm talking about. No one was talking, there was this little chaos around. Then when she mentioned, I would have kept the name of the professors. When she mentioned that, okay, Professor Meji, the 2 of you should come to Moko Hall and come and talk one Nigeria, they all kept quiet and sat down. For another 30 minutes, that woman kept talking. Nobody opened the shit on their faces. Oh, so they all kept quiet.
That's right.
Every year we have 2 million potential educated migrants in this country. Maiyegun, do you know what language those 2 million people speak? Do you know the language they speak? Poverty. They are not the normal MCO or migrants. They are educated, they've gone to school, they graduated, they went for service. We have 2 million of them every year. And they speak one language. That language does not know any tribe or ethnicity, it is poverty. So,
possible.
But and those people are jobless, they are out there. So, keeping Sunday Igboho, keeping Nnamdi Kanu, these giants they've shown themselves, but people should stop believing that. People should stop saying they should stop going extra mile that the West is watching, the West is your enemy. We have not just gotten to the stage of fighting those bastards. They are profiting from the stability of Africa. That's where they profit from. In your Odogbolu now, you can't fly that Odogbolu, that road that leads to Essex. Yeah. You can't go there by 7 p.m. Maiyegun, you won't try, come and day.
I know.
Because people are not saying it doesn't mean it is not happening here. Oh my God, baby. So we are getting to say that's the entire world is full of hypocrites and fraud. Yesterday, Luther that today pretentious earlier than that. That's I was speaking money. That cannot come out. That's my friend. I am way better than that because I have a good pedigree. I want to see Jalo.
Of course, that's your own thing. You are right.
Yes,
look at the latest.
We are working.
Yeah.
We are not backing out. The earth has become so full of demons, and it is time to clean them out. And we will clean them. I am not blaming my parents for the situation we are in right now. I won't blame them. Because but I am ready to stand and make sure my children don't experience the kind of Nigeria I experience. My children know they are Yoruba people. They know their heritage. When I see children on the street begging for money, I tell my children, Yoruba can relate you. You know, Yoruba shall not be at it for and if anything so that, so whatever it is, I will send it to Otikiriko. As if I said, Baba Adesoya is on board. Somebody said structuring what? Yeah, Baba, I'm a fault that yes. It's just that when they bring the structuring to you, if you have been in a jail for 60 years, and you saw someone come to open that jail, that back, keeping you in that cell, and put you in the compound of that jail that you can move around. You will find the means of escape.
I will, trust me.
Our constitution does not have a space for referendum.
Not yet.
We can't push for it. It's either we push for restructuring by a revolution.
Just anything that will push money, yeah, anything that will pave way. Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you have a good evening, okay? It's a pleasure hearing from you again tonight.
All right, yeah.
So I'm going to draw the curtains here now, and we're going to call it a night. I need to go and prepare for work tomorrow. So I'm working tomorrow, I'm working next. Then I'm going to be free for a whole week, but not a whole week. I won't be back to work again until Friday. So I will have a lot of time on my hand that we can share together these coming days. But I need to go now. Thank you so much to every one of you who turned up tonight, as usual. And yes, those of you who are going to watch this video, if you are just joining, right? Don't beat yourself to it, okay? What happened is that the moment we drop now, you can just draw the, you know what I mean? Draw that that red line and rewind this broadcast. And you can watch from the beginning. Skip the video, the music, if you don't like it. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, right? Take care and good night.
Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.